Hi, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make these chunky dinosaurs. I will be making this dinosaur with 3 spikes, but you can add more spikes if you wish. The stitches you will need to know how to do are a single crochet, a chain stitch, a magic ring, as well as an increase and an invisible decrease. First, you are going to need plush, super chunky or super bulky yarn. I use this one by Hobby. If you wish to make the cheeks pink, you will also need a medium pink yarn. You will also need 9mm safety eyes. These can also be bigger or smaller if you wish. A USG or 4.25mm crochet hook, a bent tip yarn needle, scissors and poly fill. First we are starting at the top of the head and working our way down. For round 1, it's 6 single crochet in a magic ring. Pull the magic ring tight. And then I like to use stitch markers at the end of each round. In round 2, we are going to do 6 increases. An increase is 2 single crochet into the same stitch. This will bring us to a total of 12 stitches for round 2. In round 3, it's a single crochet, then an increase, and we do that 6 times to get to 18 stitches for the round. In round 4, it's 2 single crochet, then an increase, and we do that 6 times to get 24. Round 5 is 3 single crochet, then increase, and we do that 6 times to get 30 stitches. In round 6, we are just doing 30 single crochet a round. Round 7 we increase again, so it's 4 single crochet, then increase. We do that 6 times to get 36 stitches. For the next 3 rounds, so rounds 8 to 10, it's just 36 single crochet a round. And I'm going to do that off camera. After round 10, the head should look like this. And now we're going to start on round 11. So that's 5 single crochet, then an increase, and we do that 6 times to get 42 stitches. For the next 3 rounds, so that's 12 to 14, it's just 42 single crochet a round. And once again, I'm going to do this off camera. Next is round 15, and for that we are first going to do 34 single crochet. I had a knot in my yarn, so I just had to do a changeover. After your 34 stitches, there should be 8 stitches left in the round. Now we are going to chain 8. And now the first stitch of the next round will go in the stitch after that marked stitch. So this is the first single crochet of the next round. And I'm going to put the marker in the stitch just before that, which is the last chain from the previous round. Now we've already done our first stitch of round 16. Now rounds 16 and 17 just have 42 single crochet all the way around. And I'm going to show you how we are going to stitch over that chain. Once you get to the chain, there should be 8 stitches to work into. So we are going to go into each of these, just 1 single crochet in each chain stitch to make up the 42 single crochet for the round. With the plush yarn, it can be hard to see the chain stitches, so just work slowly. Now the last single crochet of the round will go into the marked stitch. Now, as I said before, round 17 is just 42 single crochet a round. In round 18, we are going to start decreasing. So it's 5 single crochet, then a decrease, and we do that 6 times. I like to do the invisible decrease, like so. This is the point where I like to put the eyes on because I can see where the tail is going to be in that hole that we've created. I like to put the eyes between round 9 and 10. So if we count from the top, that should be this round here. You can put them lower or higher if you prefer. So I'm just going to put the first one in and then count 8 stitches across and put the second one in. You can put them closer or further. And then I just want to check if it will be symmetrical to that tail. I actually need to move mine 1 stitch across to make it symmetrical. Now I'm going to put the backs on off camera. Once the eyes are securely attached, we are going to continue decreasing. So round 19 is 4 single crochet, then a decrease, and we do that 6 times to bring you down to 30 stitches. In round 20, it's 3 single crochet, then a decrease, and we do that 6 times to get 24. Now round 21, we're decreasing a bit faster. So it's a single crochet, then a decrease, and we do that 8 times to get 16 stitches. This will help make the bottom part of the dinosaur a bit flatter. At this point, I like to stuff the piece. You can stuff it reasonably firmly, but not so much that the filler shows through the stitches. For the last round, that's round 22, it's just 8 decreases, and that will bring us down to 8 stitches in the last round. Now we can remove our stitch marker and cut the yarn, making sure to leave a bit of a tail for sewing. And now we're going to sew the hole closed. So in each of the 8 stitches from that last round, we are going to go from the center with the needle and bring it through the front loop of each stitch, like so. Once you've done all 8 stitches, pull it tight and then just push it in a little bit, and then we can insert the needle into the center and push it through to another point on the body, and just do this a few times across the body to secure it. Now we can cut the yarn and get started on the tail. We will be crocheting the tail directly into that hole that we created. These are the 8 single crochet that we skipped, and these are the 8 chain stitches. So we will go into each of these stitches on the side, and then we will crochet into each of those single crochet and each of those chain stitches as well. To start, we are going to do something called a standing single crochet. To do that, you first do a slip knot and pull that tight on the hook. I like to put the standing single crochet in this rightmost chain stitch over here. So insert the hook and then pull a loop through, yarn over and pull through both loops. So that's the first single crochet of round 1. And I'm just going to put that tail there so I can stitch over it. And now I'm actually going to put a stitch marker in that first single crochet just so I can see it later. So the second single crochet is going into the next chain stitch, which is there, and I'm also working over that tail just to secure it. And we're going to single crochet into each of the 8 chain stitches. After you've gone into the 8 chain stitches, we will then go into that side single crochet over there. So just one single crochet in that stitch. And then we will do 8 single crochet in those 8 stitches over there. After those 8 stitches are done, the last stitch of the round will go into that side single crochet. So that's the last stitch of the round that we've just done. Now the first single crochet of the next round will go into that marked stitch, which is the first stitch of the previous round. So insert the hook into that stitch, and that is the first single crochet of round 2. So I'm going to insert the marker in the previous stitch, which is the last stitch of round 1. Now for round 2, we are going to decrease. So it's 7 single crochet, then a decrease, and we do that twice to bring us down to 16 stitches. In round 3, it's 6 single crochet, then a decrease, and we do that twice to get 14 stitches. Round 4 is 5 single crochet, then a decrease, and we do that twice to get 12. In round 5, it's 4 single crochet, then decrease, and we do that twice to get 10 stitches. Round 6, it's 3 single crochet, then a decrease, and we do that twice to bring us down to 8 stitches. If your hole is getting quite small here, you can stuff it after this round, but I'm going to wait until the next round. In round 7, it's 2 single crochet, then a decrease, and we do that twice to get 6 stitches. At this point, I'm going to stuff the tail. Now for the last round, which is round 8, it's a single crochet and then a decrease, and we do this twice to bring us down to 4 stitches. Just work slowly here because the circle is quite small at this point. Now we can remove the stitch marker and cut the tail, making sure there's a bit of yarn for sewing. I'm actually going to put the stitch marker back on the last stitch of the round, just so I can show you a bit more clearly. We are going to sew the hole closed in the same way as we did the previous one. So in each of the 4 stitches of the last round, we are going to insert the needle from the center in the front loops. And the last one is going through that marked stitch. And then we just pull it tight, shape the tail a little bit, and insert the needle in the center and bring it through to a few places on the body. Now we can cut the yarn and just shape it out a little bit. And that is the body completed. Thank you so much for watching part 1. The link to part 2 will be in the description box.